This is Behind the Story, the show behind the story. I'm Courtney Theranos, and my guest today is the mind behind the novel, Wheaton, House Worwor. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good to be here. This is great, just great. The green room is like a spa. Top-notch, really.
Thank you, but
Your staff, and especially you're a really gracious person. You have a kind heart. You are very welcoming, very welcoming.
okay? Your book is steeped in weaponized victimization. One of your characters, Lulu, was almost raped. Ruth is...
Are we starting?
Yes, we're starting.
Weaponized victimization? Well, psychological traps are a theme in Wheaton. It's a way to get subjects...
Don't you mean prey? I can't tell if your book is a psychopath's field manual stitched together with a snuff film or something worse. It reads like you're accusing victims of faking trauma for nefarious purposes. Your book is dangerous for this, isn't it?
What the hell is this? Our publicist said this was going to be a fluff piece?
I don't do puff pieces. What about genetic manipulation in your so-called novel? Some are saying your book erases trans people. Well, if you're not rich.
No, our novel is only available to a few beta readers. Don't do this.
Do you think your little book helps women empowerment? I've read your book several times, and it's a clumsy attempt to dress up typical patriarchal standards and misogyny.
No, the females in the story are crucial.
The women, not females. You're a...
Oh God, we just wanted to talk. We're artists. We told our followers that you would be accepting. An open ear, but...
We're going to have to cut this.
Wait, cut what? Cut this segment?
I'm talking to my crew. Are you okay? I thought you were going to come out fighting like some of your characters.
What? My elderly mother and my service dog are here. I didn't bring them here to watch me get disemboweled. Your producer was as nice as pie. So, we thought you'd be...
Okay, sure. Boo-boo, stop filming. This isn't gonna make it. I'm gonna look like a goddamn monster again. Maybe we could do something with the audio later.
Wait, we need this interview. Could we start over?
Well, we don't have a lot of time.
We don't want to waste anyone's time. Your time. We're here so... Let's do it. My ma is here. We respect you, Mrs. Theranos. You're kind. You're so kind. Oops, let me get that for you. My ma loved your expose on our country's involvement with Russia's invasion of Afghanistan.
Okay, yeah, that was some of my best work. Look, I'm gonna have to ask you tough questions, though.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Theranos.
Just call me Courtney. We don't have a lot of time. Edit my cursing out and don't fucking forget this time, boo-boo. Okay, where were we?
Great.
Let's reset. Let's pivot to control. The usage of hypnosis permeates Wheaton, not the carnival kind, but that darker, insidious type of a hypnosis. Could you expound on that?
Okay. Well, hypnosis is used in the book as a tool to either control someone's normal reactions to a novel incident, such as
Carl Weathers dismembering people?
He wasn't a character who used hypnosis. Every major character, except Roosevelt, is under a hypnotic spell. Some are hypnotized by tech, others by ideology. A few, like Liberius, hypnotize themselves. That's what the Deadeye method is. Self-hypnosis to eliminate hesitation, to erase the self, and self-doubt. It's a force multiplier. Think if people could get over whatever prejudice, their phobias, and their hesitations about life and just get on with living life. Think how much time that would save you, how much money that would save your family, and how much you can earn by getting out of your own damn way. And it's just people numbing themselves instead of alcohol, drugs, sex, and chasing money. Dead-eyeing numbs people to the cheerless part of life while being highly productive. And we think that's one of the benefits of hypnosis in the book. But of course, there's a darker side. There's propaganda, where people are lulled into this sense of being. No matter if you believe your society is the best or the worst, it's all a dystopian wrapped in the pretenses of an utopian. You are hypnotized in one way or another, Courtney.
Tell us what Wheaton is.
Wheaton is a cautionary tale. Nothing more. It's not a guidebook to something better. It's a warning, not a roadmap. The novel, Wheaton, is entertaining. We put a spin on the process of governing. Some hyperbole was used to make the story more than greater than life. But in truth, Wheaton's government is the same as every other government on this planet. In fact, ordinary life is stranger than fiction, but facts are boring and hit too close to home. Like all governments, Wheaton's government wants production. Governments don't care about their people's day-to-day issues. It just wants the product of the land, resources, but the ultimate product, the ultimate thing that governments want is control. Control over people. Wheaton employs useful idiots, the hyper-competent, the morally null. They are citizens, but they are tools, a means to an end. A person who calls themselves a Wheaton citizen and has made a Faustian deal, a transactional, sometimes a transformational deal with Wheaton, and accepted it.
That's bleak.
We agree with you. Wheaton isn't a feel-good story. There's comedic relief. And in some of the chapters, the absurdity of what's going on, or by some of the characters and how they interact with the given situation are bright spots. But yeah, Wheaton is full, it's rich, it stays with you. Wheaton is Wheaton. Wheaton is not a redemptive world. It's a world adjacent to ours, close enough for us to ponder, to ruminate on, so that maybe we could take the good and avoid the bad.
Do you think your book is dangerous?
Think about what you just asked me, Courtney. Only in a Kafkaesque world are ideas dangerous. Think about it deeply. You're asking me if a book, a collection of words, is dangerous? It's not the book. It's the questions and the thoughts that are spurred on by the book's ideas. That's dangerous? Here is the thing.
Join us.
Okay, here's the thing about this world. The world of Wheaton. It is similar to Orwell's book 1984, or Aldous Huxley's book Brave New World, or Atwood's novel The Handmaid's Tale. Were those dangerous books? They were written a half-century ago. Have we gotten closer to the reality of those books? Well, yes and no. Like we said, our book is an entertaining warning about where we could go in the near future, from now to the year 1999 and beyond. We know what totalitarianism is. We know what authoritarianism is, not by living it per se, but by the books, so we know what to avoid because of the books written about them. Novels. Our novel can be used for good.
And that's what I mean, sir.
I'm no sir, we're just a man.
Ah, that's a callback from your book. There's like some title hierarchy, sirs, misters, madams, grand madam, and so on.
And regents, you got it, Courtney. You're a smart one, aren't you?
Okay, so that brings us to a question, people. Well, a question I keep asking. Beyond the obvious themes of betrayal and control, what is this book really about?
There are a bunch of questions the novel Wheaton brings to the front of my mind, such as, is loyalty a virtue or a survival tactic? When the collective is corrupt, is defiance still betrayal? Can dignity survive in a society of engineered narratives? If your body is a tool, your name a script, and your history can be changed, then what makes you human? If the truth can be edited and perception engineered, is there any moral authority? What is the cost of obedience, and what currency buys survival in this kind of society? Can any character be trusted? I'll answer the last question first, which is no, they're all human and flawed.
And what's the takeaway? What should readers actually walk away with?
The takeaways of Wheaton are many. 1. Power is manufactured, not earned. Wheaton portrays a society where meritocracy is a facade, and control is maintained through staged events, strategic violence, hypnotic rhetoric, and symbolic rituals. Real power lies not in truth, but in the ability to shape belief. Those like Liberius, Lulu, and Roosevelt thrive not because they are good or moral, but because they are fluent in the language of performance. 2. Victimhood is a weapon. The story flips victim and predator roles repeatedly.
Characters like Andrea/Lulu.
Yes, they use femininity, vulnerability, and even gender roles as strategic tools. The question isn't who suffers, but who benefits from appearing to suffer. The narrative invites the reader to distrust all performances, even those that appear to be cries for justice. 3. Loyalty is a transaction, not a virtue. The phrase "one against all" pretends to signal unity but masks coercive tribalism. Loyalty is demanded, surveilled, and rewarded when useful, but discarded when inconvenient. Family, comradeship, and nationhood are all revealed as contingent on utility, not love. Fourth revolution is impossible when all sides are controlled. There is no utopia or dystopia in Wheaton. Every supposed rebellion is already part of someone's larger plan. Even when Lulu resists, she ends up playing her part in Liberius's script. The system allows for defiance, as long as it's monetized or contained. 5. There should be a caveat to this one because it's so morally repugnant, but the human body is no longer sacred. Enhanced performance, staged deaths, synthetic identities, and casual mutilation reduce the body to a tool of strategy. Even gender and biology are fluid, not in a sense of freedom, but as tactical variables in a larger social chessboard.
So no heroes, no moral center, and the only real freedom is awareness?
Awareness and autonomy are related but different. Awareness refers to the state of being cognizant. We don't think there's freedom. We are a slave to someone or something. Wheaton doesn't offer salvation. It offers an X-ray. We don't think it's necessarily bad to be ruled or led. We're social, herd-like beings that intrinsically look for a leader. That's not a bad thing. It's just a thing that we need to be aware of. As for a moral center, in Wheaton, usefulness is the only thing that guides decisions. Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't really answer your other question. We wrote about interesting characters. If they're heroes or not, villains or something in between, that's something for the reader, hopefully readers, to figure out for themselves.
Final question. Why the name House Worwor?
Because a house is more permanent than a name. And Worwor, it means dirty, ugly, or messy in some languages. That's what we built. A thought-provoking, engaging mess. People seem to like to look at other people's messes. So here we are.
We're just about out of time. I seem compelled to want to do this again.
That's completely normal. It was a pleasure to be here. Our start, the beginning, that was a lot. We weren't prepared. We'll be prepared next time, though.
Join us.
You came at our work like well, you're a kind woman. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're, interesting. Join us on our next show. I'm Courtney Theranos, and this was Behind the Story. Thank you, House Worwor. Anything you have to say before we're done?
Yeah, find us on YouTube, X, and at houseworwor.com. On the website, we could talk about a myriad of things on our blog. You can directly contact us on X, give us a thumbs up or repost or share our content so that we can get this out there. Thanks again, Courtney, and thanks to everyone at House Worwor and everyone supporting us.
Join us.
Boo-boo, did you hear that feedback on the recording? Fucking odd.
Excerpts from Wheaton.
Resolving problems with thoughtful violence. Sowing peace through discord. Nothing has changed.
Little one, we don't leave our loved ones alone, without support. Once family, we are forever loyal, Toujours fidèle. One against all,